Hi everyone. Okay, so I have two books because these are the sewing. I'm a quilter, and I really wanted these for my project life because I do scrapbooking, and let's get to it. Okay, I'm so excited. Now I did peek through them a little bit. Let me scooch it in that way we can see it all together here. I did peek a little bit, and I'm a little disappointed in certain things, and I'll tell you about it in a minute. So I love this. Okay. So pretty, you guys. The colors are fabulous. Fabulous. The only problem is that the sewing machine is backwards. So okay, I've never seen a left-hand sewing machine before, a left-handed. So is that possible that some of the machines are backwards? I don't know. And I didn't Google. I didn't. So I don't know. So this is a little bit on the, you know, like, oh gosh, it's because your sewing machine is this way. Here's your needle and here's your base. And so this right here is the opposite. And so that was a little like, oh, I don't know. I mean, I look at Missouri Star Quilt. Let me keep going. I look at Missouri Star Quilt, and what is her name? Jenny Doan. This is the right way. She quilts, and she is left-handed, but her machine is this way. So I think they just made a mistake, but don't quote me, okay? I'm nobody. I'm just, you know, someone who loves to craft, and I'm not an expert in anything. Nothing whatsoever. But I just think, oh man, it's kind of a bummer because you can kind of see, and it's actually kind of hilarious at the same time because I was really into making 3D projects at one point. See, this is the wrong way. And I had taken a 5-year break, hiatus of quilting, and I don't know what ended up happening there, but I did. And now that you see them, can you see what I mean? And so, I was doing 3D projects and stuff, but I had taken a hiatus, and so I hadn't picked up my sewing machine or used my sewing machine in 5 years. And I made my mom a sewing machine 3D project, and it was, I must say that I did a good job. And it's still in her arsenal of things I make my mother. From kindergarten to 50 years old, my mother still has everything I make her on her shelves. And so it's on her shelf, and it's holding up pretty well. And so, but it was hilarious because I crafted it. I had put flowers. I think it's on my Instagram. Okay, it's on my Instagram. But I did it backwards. I did the same thing where I decorated everything, but it was backwards, and nobody told me that it was backwards. And I started laughing my butt off after the fact. And it wasn't until like after I gave it to my mom, I saw it sitting on the shelf, and then I picked up my sewing again. I picked up my quilting again, and then I just happened to be there, and I just looked and glanced over, and I was like, yeah, that's backwards. Oh my goodness, you guys, talk about a silly moment. So yeah, so it looked like this. It was totally like this. I decorated it, had the knobs, had all that stuff, but it was backwards. And so just like this is backwards. So I'm like, oh my gosh. So such a simple thing, but I just, you know, I'm like, you're a silly bunny. So yeah, but that's how come I know. I'm like, wait, this doesn't look right, because hello, I'm quilting again, and I touch my sewing machine every darn day. And so yeah, I'm sitting in front of it every darn day. If I'm not using it, I'm at least sitting in front of it because of it's in my bedroom, and that's where I sit. So yeah, I've been printing out pictures for my project life, so that's my table. So yeah, I tell you guys, so unbelievably silly. Isn't this beautiful though? Look at the colors. Just everything about it is just beautiful. I love it. Look at this big old button. This could fit on a 4x6 card, so if you really wanted to, which I'll probably end up using it. This one's by Kate Curry. So that one is by Kate Curry, and that's calling Sewing Ephemera. Now remember, these are all from Amazon. All of them are from Amazon. So just put in the name in the search bar and this will all pop up. Okay. And this is also Kate Curry, I believe. So these are a little bit bigger. These are they almost look like 4x5s. Well, this is an 8.5 by 11 book, so however you guys do the math. I'm not doing the math. Well, this girl does not do math. And in fact, my husband, he always, when he's disabled right now, and well, I'm sure he's permanently disabled, but his brain is still fine, and his just body's a little bit on the gimpy side, and so he. So he'll be in the bedroom and I'm quilting and it says like 7 5/8. So I take a picture of the board, of my cutting board, and I blow it up and I take it to him and I go, which dot? He's like, Maddie, you're quilting. You need to learn your numbers. And I'm like, why? When I can just take a picture and bring it to you and you tell me it's like the 5th dot over? So I'm like, why? You have your phone, you have this. It's just useless brain stuff that, why do you need it? You don't need it. So that's my excuse. I don't need it. Why store it in my brain when I don't need it at all? I'm not sure what this is either. Yeah, I'm not sure what it is. Do you guys know what it is? Is it a... No, I don't... I've never seen anything like that. It could be something, and I'm not going to say it's like it. I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is. But look at all the details, you guys. I'm looking. Sorry, I'm looking with you guys. I don't know if you're looking, but I'm looking. So this is interesting stuff, huh? Almost looks like handcuffs. A cigar cutter? Probably not, but it is interesting to see what is all in here. See this right here? What is it? 2 machines put together? I've never seen anything like this. It doesn't say it's. I'm not saying it's not real. It could be, like Germany or something. I don't know. But it's just nothing I've seen before. So I was just curious. Do you guys know what this is when you have a sewing machine like this? Yeah, these are really interesting to me. So, really, really interesting. There's a lady on Instagram who is in India, I believe, and she's using a Juki, and I was like, a Juki girl. I'm like loving it. So, because I am a full-blown Juki girl. I was a Janome girl, but it just wasn't cutting it for me. And it just wasn't. It was just being frustrating to me, and since then I went to Juki because I got back into quilting. I think 2 years ago now. This will be my 3rd year. Yeah, so 2 years ago I got into quilting, and all because of Nicole Spohr. Nicole Spohr is on YouTube, and she had a floss tube. And she shows her quilting and stuff. And I thought, you know what? I still have a lot of my stuff. I still have all my sewing machines, da-da-da-da-da. So then I started watching videos again. And then it got me inspired to actually quilt again. So I started quilting again. And then I was like, okay, I have all this, I have all that. And then I, got into finding Fat Quarter Shop. And then seeing how everybody has Jukis. And I was like, oh, man. That looks like a workhorse. It looks like fun, and because I like to zoom my quarters, because it's just 1/4 inch, right? So you just zoom. Well, I like that, and so the Janomes couldn't keep up, and so it was a pain in the butt. And so ever since then, I was like, oh, you know what? Let me get a Juki, and I got my first Juki, and it was the best thing I ever did. And now I have 3 of them. And I will never go back to Janome. And in fact, I have my Janome embroidery machine up for sale. And someone is interested in buying it. So, Kate Curry. So, yeah. So, I'm excited about that. So, I'll get rid of that. Alright, guys. So, what do you think? What one was your favorite? And let me know about the sewing machine. Is she wrong or am I wrong? They're still beautiful though. So still beautiful. And more than likely I'll use them anyways, but it's just, it's one of those little things that you're like, wait a minute. Am I seeing things? Am I wrong? Am I wrong? All right, guys, I'll be back with more videos. Bye.